Hey guys, my name is Jacob Watson. I go by the Story of Jacob on social media, and I'm out here in beautiful San Diego, California with My Digital Escape. We're on tour for the month, and I just wanted to start a vlog. So I figured the first and best way to do that would be by actually telling you the story of Jacob. I'm 25 years old. I started making music 10 years ago. Went to my first local show at 15, saw the bands on stage, and was like, I have to do that. I knew it. I loved the energy they had on stage, the connection they felt with the crowd. It was such a beautiful moment for me. I will never forget. So literally just a few days later, I picked up my first pair of drumsticks. I started a band with some of my friends. We recorded an album, and we played around New England for like 4 or 5 years. There's actually still a band. Check them out. They're Beautiful Tuesday. They're dope. It's like a folky acoustic thing. So I did that for a while, and then I decided it was time to move on. I wanted to play some more like pop rock kind of shit. So I had a couple of other people, some of my friends, who asked me to play the bass. And at first I was like, fuck you, the hell would I play bass? I'm a drummer, like get the fuck out of my face. But after my ego was let go, then I was like, you know what? This could be really cool. This could be a great opportunity. I saw something in those people who asked me, and I made the decision to do it. So I started to learn bass, and honestly I fell in love. I fell in love with being on stage in the front. I fell in love with being able to really connect with everybody, with the crowd on a whole different level, and it was really beautiful. And now that's what I do. I'm out here playing bass for My Digital Escape. But we did that for like a year and a half. I was in that project. It was called Stay 17. You can definitely check that out. I still love it. It's part of me, part of who I am. I even have a tattoo. But after a year and a half, honestly, we started to get egos. We started to get egotistical. This was the first time any of us had ever done anything like this, experienced anything like this, had that kind of attention, and we didn't know how to handle it. We really didn't, and all of us equally, we gained some really major egos. So we decided, after about 2 years of being in a band, that we were going to call it quits. We were going to just say, hey, we can't do this because we value who we are as people more than the attention. And we really wanted to go back to our roots, go back to the reasons why we did this, to make music, to make connection with beautiful people like you guys. And it wasn't happening like that anymore. We were starting to look at people like numbers. We were starting to really try to like go out and be as successful as possible, as quick as possible, without really remembering why we were doing it. So I'm really proud of everybody who was involved too, in actually being willing to drop the ball, or drop the band and be done. But anyway, so after that, it was really tough for me. I hadn't really known anything else since I was like 16 years old other than being in a band, and this was only like a year and a half ago or so, and I fell into my first spot of depression. I'd never been depressed in my life. I'm a very, very happy person most of my life. I'm very lucky to have that, and sometimes I even feel bad talking about that, but I've been very, very, very blessed to have a very good life and to have a very good outlook on life. So I don't really get down like that too often, and it really hurt. It really hurt. It was really tough for me, and I really honestly appreciate it though. I was depressed. I was in a deep spot of depression for about 4 weeks, and then it took about 3 months to get out, which that's a very short period of time. I know people who have been depressed for years and years and years, even some people their entire life don't even know anything else. But I really appreciate that moment. I really appreciate being in that spot, because now I can really connect with people on a different level. I can empathize with people on a different level who are going through these things. Because before I was like, oh, you know, it's just be happy, just be happy. It's easy as that. And boy, was I wrong. What a fucking asshole. I mean, Jake, come on. So after that, I got out of it. It took a few months, and I started a new project with some friends of mine, and they were out here in California, which is where I am now, beautiful, sunny California. And I was in Boston, but we were like, hey, whatever, let's do it. Let's make some music. So I moved out here, and we started writing some shit, and it didn't work out. And that was kind of like shitty at first. I was like, well, I moved all the way out here to do this. We were writing music. Like, I really wanted it to work out, but honestly, it was a blessing in disguise, because this was only like a month ago, and I am happier now. Just kind of taking the time to not let it be about me, not take the spotlight, make it more about the music and the supporters and the people behind it, and building connections with souls. Honestly, like it's a weird word. People aren't used to using the word souls, but with souls. I wanna know you. Anyways, I think the point of the story is this all started 10 years ago. It started when I was 15. I'm 25 now. I was in a lot of your shoes. I was the fan. I was the person listening to the music. I was the person begging to be on that stage, begging to meet those people, to know who they were. Now here I am out here in San Diego on a tour bus, making music every night. Gonna be out here probably for the summer too. I don't know with who, but I'm sure I'm gonna find somebody to play with, and it's gonna be a dope time. So never, ever, ever give up on your dreams. It sounds so cliche, so cheesy, but never do it. Work your ass off, because it will happen. If you want it hard enough, it will happen. If you want it bad enough, it will happen. You can make it happen. I was nobody. I didn't play a single instrument. I didn't play drums. I didn't play bass. But you know what? I did it. I just picked it up and I went for it. So fucking do it. Fucking do it.